Hi and welcome. I'm Keely Rudd and I'm very privileged to be the Chief Executive here at the Community Council for Somerset. What a momentous moment in CCS's history, 95 years old. CCS is one of the oldest RCCs out of the national network of 38, and our history as a network is extremely varied. ACRE is the national body for an alliance of these 38 local community development agencies and was formed in 1987. These groups trace their origins back to the rural community councils established after World War I by the National Council of Social Service. In fact, some of them even predate that time. Oxfordshire is currently celebrating its 100 years. So ACRE has a strong track record of speaking up for rural communities on the national stage and delivering multi-million-pound projects that enable our communities to find innovative solutions to the challenges they face. RCCs have had a remarkable impact on our countryside over the past century. They have nurtured rural industry and education, and their work in social service, social organisation and the development of village halls has provided a welcome social glue for countless communities. But RCCs have not stood still. Policy, funding and social change require adaptation. Transport, services, housing and place-based development are now increasingly important. Today, rural social care, particularly for the elderly and the young, has become a central part of their service. 2021 is also the centenary of the birth of the National Village Hall service. There are an estimated 11,000 village halls and similar buildings across England and over 300 in Somerset alone, with almost half of them being members of CCS. CCS offers their specialist advisory service for village halls and community buildings who become members, and this is unique in the county. CCS also offers a wealth of information, advice and support for a wide range of community organisations, agencies and groups, such as our work with ethnically diverse groups through our Somerset Diverse Community team, and work with parish and town councils in guiding them through the rigours of neighbourhood plans or helping them consult locally on their own community priorities. We have worked to encourage young people into careers in the dairy industry and supported hundreds of families with warm homes advice. We manage the Bishop Fox Education Foundation on behalf of their trustees and manage and deliver the much valued Somerset Social Enterprise Network. We offer an affordable professional consultancy service to help with feasibility studies and county-wide consultations for statutory partners and businesses. Also, from humble beginnings in 2012, we started Somerset Village Agents, an army of kind and caring, highly trained individuals working in towns and villages across Somerset to help people with their basic needs, providing practical solutions and reducing isolation and working alongside partners in health and social care. Through the pandemic, the organisation stepped up to manage the county's food resilience task force to ensure no family went hungry, and through our agents, we supported a massive 75,000 community support activities, from door-to-door check-ins for shielding people to prescription deliveries and much, much more. Our work is so varied and we have the ability to innovate, adapt and expand to help meet local need, and to still be here and doing this after 95 years is an incredible milestone to reach. I'm proud to be part of CCS and proud to work with such talented and dedicated people. Here's to the next 95, although I doubt I'll be here to see it.
So there's been a number of highlights of working with CCS. I've got to say the village agents are absolutely brilliant. That's a really good thing. But of course, all support during the COVID. CCS have been fantastic, and we couldn't have really done it without your support.
CCS has been administering the Bishop Fox's Educational Foundation for many years. During that time, they have improved our governance and helped us reach many, many young people in Taunton Deane. to help them with their educational, sporting and musical enterprises. It has been a really inspiring time for us all.
I think there's been loads of highlights of working with CCS, and I wouldn't want to kind of pin it down to one individual or to one particular team. What I would say from my perspective is I've really enjoyed working with them in some of the spaces that I work in with health. So the support that they've given us to the voluntary sector effort to help support people out of hospital and back to their own home has been a real highlight for me. And I think together we've shown what's possible for people when you just ask different questions and have different ways of working with people themselves. So for me, that would be a big highlight, is that we're starting to change the way that people think around how we can support people at home. And we've done it in a great way, as we always do with CCS, which is just by doing things, simple things, and doing them well and aligning them to what people want. And that always seems to work really, really well.
The highlights from us of working with CCS over the years are many, but I think in particular, those that have had biggest impact are the Village Agent Programme, first of all, and then latterly, Somerset Diverse Communities. So the Village Agent Programme is something that we hear all the time when in our grant making. And it has had a huge impact on the lives of people in Somerset, and there are very, very few applications that don't mention the fact that they work with the village agents, and that is really, really important, the glue that holds a lot of communities together. Somerset Diverse Communities has had a massive impact in the last 3 years. It's wonderful to see a lot of the work that's come out of there, some fantastic events, but most of all the collaboration between different groups from all over the world, from every nationality, every ethnicity, every religion, working together and sharing their culture and their heritage and their identity as part of their Somerset lives. And that has only enriched our county.
I think one of the main highlights for me in working with colleagues at the Community Council for Somerset is just to actually see how resilient they are as an organisation and flexible to meet need and demand throughout the COVID pandemic. Obviously that resulted in lots of things stopping, and we all had to work in a very, very different way. But the response that we've had from colleagues at the Community Council in terms of the agent service has just been amazing. And as a result of the COVID pandemic, I think there's been a lot of opportunities that have come out of that in different ways of working to really meet the needs of those communities and to support them with the things that they needed during that time.
It's been fantastic working with the Community Council for Somerset and really working together across our Somerset system, but really helping to engage with local communities and helping to support local people to get engaged in their local communities as well. It's been a really fantastic piece of work altogether.
What I love about what we do is that we can make a difference to the people and the organisations we work with. We can help them to deliver their projects better for their communities, and it's great to see them growing in confidence and success in what they do.
It's amazing to be part of such a fantastic team of people and watching the positive changes we have in our community. I look forward to many more years yet to come.
Working with people and seeing the difference that I can make in people's lives. That's probably the most amazing thing from my point of view, empowering people as well.
I've been with CCS for 7 years, and I still really love my job and meeting new people and offering support and advice as much as I can.
I really love my job because I meet so many dedicated and hard-working volunteers, and so it's really rewarding for me when I'm able to help them to achieve their goals.
I love my job because it lets people know they're not alone.
And I just love the people I work with who make a huge difference to our community. Keep up the great work.
I love working for CCS as a village agent because I'm just helping people in the community every day.
I love my job with CCS. It's so rewarding every single day, but more importantly, I feel that I'm really part of a movement that can really change.
The thing I love about my job is being able to help people in the community.
I love being part of a team that can help people get home from hospital and stay safe and independent in their own homes.
It's great to have the opportunity to do such good work within such a supportive and happy team. Thanks everyone for your support.
I love my job because I get to see lots of people in the community and help and support them and make a difference.
I love my job because it means I can make a difference to somebody's life every single day.
Community. I think that's for me is CCS. It's about working in the community, being at the heart of the community, supporting communities, and yeah, it's community.
Diverse, because CCS works across the county in very, very many different ways, and many of which lots of people are completely unaware of.
Creativity.
Integrated.
Committed.
It's not one word. I'm going to say can-do attitude.
Caring.
Commitment. Commitment from all of those people that work within the organisation to actually meet the outcomes of people. And I guess I'm being cheating and using another word and say passionate. All of the colleagues that I work with across the Community Council for Somerset are there because they want to make a difference to people's lives.
So for me, it's a really happy birthday, CCS. Well done, and thank you for all of your support.
Happy birthday, CCS. Absolutely love working for this company. And yeah, 95 onwards and upwards.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy 95th birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS. We love supporting our communities and we love making a difference.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy 95th birthday to the Community Council of Somerset.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
A huge happy birthday to CCS.
Birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
So happy 95th birthday, CCS, and looking forward to many more.
Happy birthday
to CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday, CCS.
Happy birthday to the Community Council for Somerset.
With the brilliant village and community agent team, working relentlessly to get food out to community groups.
Here he is, Mr. Chip, loading up the chip.
Hello. Hang on, got to get near that. Oh, there we are.
This is sticking out. Loading up here a car from a Chard community group who managed to deliver over 250 packages, food packages out to families in need last week.
Everybody, we've just had 7 pallets delivered.
about in excess of 181,000 items of food have gone out to individuals across Somerset. So you can see how huge it is. 50,000 frozen meals have been funded.
Yes, I did the translation from English to Arabic for the COVID-19 Road to Recovery information, the 4 steps to go back. Not little bit, very enthusiastic about the translation. I wanted to give back to my community if I can help. So I'm very happy with that. Some words were a little bit obscure, but with the help of our lovely Josna, who is very helpful and very supportive and a great human being. She asked Google, and as well with the Arabic dictionary, so we're able to do it. And when I finished it, I was very happy, proud, and relieved in a way that it worked. And it was very good, was very pleased about it. Because I helped teaching the Syrian refugee English, and 2 of the ladies, they told me it was very helpful because even for people who speaks fluently English, it was quite tricky a little bit, but so it helped them reading it in Arabic, so they understood and they were very positive and happy with it. You learn from other culture, we're always learning. And as well, experimenting with different food, try it, and I think brings the community together and open up, for the small kids to the older people. I mean, it's, everybody is very happy and pleased about communicating and exchanging views and ideas.
Welcome everyone, good to see you all. Some of you may know me already, but for those who don't know me, my name is Michał Puzinski and I am BME Community Engagement Officer.
challenge was the uncertainty of it all. And in the beginning, it felt really quite overwhelming. Because the lockdown resulted, obviously, in the devastating and immediate loss of income, both from our rental user groups and from events. And yet we were still having to pay out for all the service and maintenance contracts, utility bills, servicing, cleaning, all of those things. At that time, that particular committee had 6 members, 4 of whom were front keyline workers. So that meant that their time for any volunteer work was severely curtailed. I think the main thing was all those lovely information sheets that we were getting and checklists, and that was updated constantly because the situation was constantly changing. CCS pointed us in the right direction for funding opportunities because we were really concerned about that in the beginning. Zoom meetings also gave us the opportunity to meet and share ideas and information with other halls, and that I thought was invaluable. The newsletter, it wasn't just about information and developments. We did include reflections about our own aspects during the pandemic and us as a committee and our mental health. We put articles on walks and wildlife and birds and, to be honest, anything we could think of to just try and keep as much bubbly positivity around what was quite an awful time for most people. And the other thing we're proud of is that we did set up immediately a helpline number for residents who could request help with shopping or collecting prescriptions or other requests to try and support the community. And that was frequently used, especially early on in the pandemic. The opportunity, like a lot of other village halls, to completely redecorate, to deep clean the kitchen, to deep clean the bar, to check all our maintenance and service contracts, review our cleaning arrangements, and to review all our policies and procedures. But I think we also tried to take the opportunity to explore and research and implement new developments in COVID measures, many of which we're still going to try and keep. So the purchase of a fogging machine, which has given that extra layer of antivirus protection and has given confidence to user groups returning back to the hall. The purchase of new vinyl padded chairs as opposed to the old material ones, centre folding tables that are lighter and easier to clean, and investing in hand sanitizers, both fixed ones and mobile ones. So all of those things we'll continue to keep. Would we have done that before the coronavirus pandemic? I'm not sure. We would have done some of it, but would we have actively researched and done as much as that? Probably not. So I think the pandemic pushed us to take that opportunity. And what that's left us with, I think, is that we're in a good place, both physically and financially, moving forward.